Now, I want us to look at string functions. I'll take you through string functions. Early in the course, we learned about the use of the length function in strings. The length function is a general purpose. It's not confined to strings alone. For example, we have this string course equals to Python programming. So if we look for if we calculate the length of that, you'll find 18, like we said. Later in the course, I'll show you how to use this string with other kinds of objects. In Python, there are some functions which are specific to strings. I'll show you. If we type course dot, we'll have a list of all functions which are used in strings, and I'll do that. Now, so we have this. So if I type course, then I say dot. Before that, let me save this. Let us save so that we are able to get access. So if I say course dot, it's supposed to give us the list of all the. So we have some functions here, like if I come and say course dot lower, that is, it will convert all the letters here into lowercase. So if I come and print here, print course, so you'll see that it will print in lowercase. Let's save this. So when you come and print, you see it will print in lowercase. That is course dot lower. Can even say print course dot upper, like that. So you see that it will print that in capital letters. You can see that. Now, one thing that I want you to note, let's bring this other one, course dot lower, like that. So it's a function. So we have to give that. So you print this, you see that it will print in small letters like this. Now, one thing that I want you to note, if I print course like that, you'll see that we will still have course. That is, we'll still have the original string. So it doesn't change. So we are just manipulating the original string, but we're not changing it. It still remains the same. So that's one thing I want you to note. So that is, those are the functions that we have for the string. Now, so these are precisely, these functions are referred to as methods. The one that I've just shown you, methods is a term in object-oriented programming that you will learn later in the course. One thing to note is that everything we work with in Python is an object, and objects have methods that we can access using the dot notation. So in the program above, course is an object, and we use dot to access the functions, or precisely the methods of the course method. We will look at some of the methods, and I think we've looked at this, like print course.upper, that means convert to upper letters. We'll get a string in uppercase. Note that the original string is not affected. That's the way we've seen. We can run the program with the original string, like print course.upper, print course. You'll still get the string in upper and then the string in its original way. So you'll get the original string and the manipulated string. We can use the upper method to get another string and store in another variable. For example, you can come and say course upper equals to course.upper, then print course upper. We also have the following methods: lower, title. So let's try this. Yeah, so we have this. We can say that we can have another variable here where we have course.upper, like that. Course.upper, like that. And then we now come and say print course upper, like that. So we'll have when we run this, let's clear this. When you run this, you'll see that we have Python programming. So we also have print course dot title case. It converts all the words to start with the capital letters. We can even remove this. Let us remove this. We are not printing this. So when we print this, we save, then we print. You can see Python programming. You can also say print course dot lower, like that. When you print that, we have in small letters. So those are the functions that we can have here. Another method is strip. It's used to trim any white space at the beginning or end of a string. This use particularly useful when we receive user input. Let us imagine that the user entered some white space at the beginning of our string. For example, he entered this. So if you want to remove, let's try this. So let's say that we have maybe the user had entered that. So you can come here and say course dot trim, like that. So we have, so when we print, let's print this, that is print. Let's print course first. Let us print the course first. Let's see course like that. When we print like that, you find that we have Python program, but there is some space. You can see that we have some space here. So let's use this method. Print trim course like that. So, and then let's see what we get. As you can see, we have not trim but strip, like that. So when you print, you find that we have removed the space. Now this is course.strip, that is print course.strip. That is where you can see here. Let me clear so that we can see the output again. You can see the output here. We've removed the spaces before that was entered by the user. So that is the use of that method, strip method. Now, so those are some of the methods that we have for the string. Now we also have lstrip for the left string and rstrip, which is for the right strip. We use the find method to get the sequence of characters in a string or access a particular character in a string. We can pass a character or a series of characters. For example, if we want to find this, let's use this. Let's use this method, find. Now, so let's say we want to see this. Let's clear this. If I print this one here, we'll see that it is giving us 24. That means I'm finding this string here, ng, course.find ng. It will show me that this ng is in column or index number 24. So that is, if you start counting from here, from this white space here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So ng is found here, which is number 24, which is number. So that's the index. It gives us the index where you're going to find this string, the find method. Now, so when we find a string which doesn't exist, for example, PR in capital letters, we do not have that exact sequence. So we get -1, which means that the string was not found. Another important method is replace. The method replace is used to replace a sequence of characters with something else. and we'll see an example. Suppose we want to replace all lowercase O with K. You print lowercase with K. Let's do that. So let's say we want to replace course dot replace O with K. Let's see what we'll have. So when we print this, you'll see that it will be writing Python, but now instead of O, we have a K. Programming, instead of O, we have a K. So that's the import. That is the replace function. That's the replace function. Then we also have so you'll get Python programming the way you've seen. Now, the final method is that of checking the presence of a character or sequence of characters in a string. For this, we use the in operator. I'll demonstrate this for you. Print gra in course. So let's see what we find this in this. So I'll demonstrate the use of this in keyword. Now, so we have this print gra in course. Let's see what we'll get. When you print that, you'll find that it will give us true. That means it is telling us that that string is found in the string. That sequence of characters is found in the string. So it is true. So an expression is a piece of code that produces a value. We just say that. The difference between the in operator and the find method is that the find method returns the index of the characters in the string, whereas the in expression returns a Boolean value, whether it's there, true, or not there, false. The final one is not operator, which is used to indicate that our string does not contain a character or sequence of characters. I'll show you. Let us change the string to something like below. Let's say this. Now, if we have this, what do you think we'll find here? Print cool not in course. What do you think? Yes, you get it right. It will give us, if we run this, it will give us true. That means cool is not in course. Cool is not in course. So these characters are not found in the course string. They are not found in the course string. So just like the way you said, cool is not in a string, so the expression will return true. These are the useful methods in string. We'll look at numbers in the next lecture.